Hello, everybody. My name is Steve Dogarios, aka Dogfather, the host of today's program. The program is all about well-being of dogs and pets in general. Also, we have a very important personnel from all the way from Thailand. His name is Mr. Toby, and he joined us early this morning. While here in Canada, we are 7 p.m. in Canada. There in Thailand is 6 a.m. So thank you very much, Mr. Toby, for coming to join us this early morning in Thailand.
Thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome. So, Mr. Toby, I'm so joyous whenever I watch your demo and all that with your canine, and every time I see your videos, I want to come to Thailand and let me see how this man does this magic. And tell me, how do you go about those magics? Tell me, how do you perform with your dog? How?
So when I was younger, my training was a bit different. So when I was still back home in Nigeria, I didn't have access to a lot of resources. So I focused more on teaching exercises, teaching the dog how to sit, teaching the dog how to lay down, teaching the dog how to jump and all those things. But the dogs didn't used to do it, in a flashy manner, in a very beautiful manner, until I learned about the importance of the relationship you have with your dog and the emotions that you create when you are training. So what I found out is that it takes you a few minutes to teach a dog how to sit. It takes you a few minutes to teach a dog how to lay down, do all those things. They are really smart. But what takes a lifetime is forming that bond, that relationship that makes the dog want to do it in a manner that is so exciting and being able to do it anywhere. So you can take your dog to the mall, take him on the main road, you can take him to a new location, and he still wants to do that thing with excitement. So what I focused with my dog, when he was a puppy, I focused on building that relationship. So instead of feeding him in a bowl and just pouring his food in a bowl, what I did was every training station is where he got his food. So he gets a good feeling from training. Training is not work for him. Training is a happy experience. So that really changed the way, my training went about.
Thank you very much, Mr. Toby. I'm so sorry that because of the joy of your performance with your dog, I forgot to tell you to introduce yourself. So please, let's know you. Where are you speaking from? What do you do in the country you're in? What's your full name and all that? Let's introduce yourself. Sorry about that.
Okay, so as you know, my name is Toby. My full name is Oluwatobi Odunuga. I'm originally from Nigeria, but I've been living in Thailand for about 9 to 10 years now.
Beautiful.
Yes, and I work in Thailand as a teacher at the moment. I teach actually at a vocational college.
Beautiful.
But training dogs is my number one passion. So since I was 5, I think I got my first dog when I was 5, but I'd been begging my parents for a dog long before that.
Yeah, I know.
And since I was 5, there has not really been a time that we didn't have a dog in the house. And I was always the one asking, oh, Dad, I want a dog, Dad, I want a dog. I was reading books. I was any access to dogs that I could get. I remember my parents would come back from work and they would be so worried because I would not be at home. I'd gone to a stranger's house to play with their dog. Somebody that
yes.
We're like, you cannot do this. You're in Nigeria. They can kidnap you or something, But they're really young.
Yeah.
But, it's a passion that hasn't left me, and I don't think it will ever leave me because I see people that have been training dogs longer than I've been alive, and they still have that fire, and that is motivation for me. I know that this is something that I want to do for the rest of my life.
So Mr. Toby, tell me, who is your mentor in this industry, this dog industry? Who do you look up to? Who do you want to be like? Who do you admire in this dog industry? Tell me. You have a body to name too, but whatever, but just say.
Okay, so in the sport I train in is called IGP. It's a sport that has 3 parts. Okay, and it's a very difficult sport. There is tracking, there's obedience, there's protection, and there are several people that I really admire their work and I look up to. But the most influential person so far has been a lady from Belgium. She's originally from Malaysia. Her name is Chloe, and she's the one that really changed my training. When I first got my dog, I was sending her videos, and she would say, "You're not excited enough. You need to play with your dog more. You need to make it more exciting." And I was disagreeing with her. I was like, "No, no, no, it's good enough." And she said, "No, you have to do more. You have to do more." But now, when I look back at the things she said and the things she still says to me now, I can see that she had the best intentions for me, and she still has the best intentions for me. And she's usually right when she says, "Oh, change this, change this." And when I look at her dogs, in fact, the reason I sent her a friend request on Facebook was somebody shared a video of her training a retrieve, and I saw her dog go run to get the dumbbell, run back to her, so happy. And I said, "No, I want my dog. No, I want my dogs to be like this." So I sent her a friend request, and I've always been asking her questions ever since then. There are some people that I admire that I don't have a rapport with, though. There is one person in the USA. His name is Diamond Hansel. He's also a dog trainer in IGP, and I also like his style of training. I've bought a few of his videos, but there are so many people. If I list all of them, then
I know. Thank you very much, Mr. Toby. Okay, so what kind of professional certificates you have, or what kind of association of dog canine are you involved with? Can you just give us names that you're just one or two of them that you are associated with?
Okay, so I'm a member of the German Shepherd Dog Club of Thailand.
Beautiful.
It's the German Shepherd Association of Thailand, and that is the governing body for German Shepherds in Thailand. So even though my dog is a Malinois, I am a member of the German Shepherd Club because they are more active in organizing tests and trials. So I decided to be a member so that I can take my dog to competitions that are sanctioned by them. Last year, I got my BH. There is a test called the BH. So it is the basic entry-level test for the sport that I do. I did that with my dog last year, and I hope to do my IGP1 next month. It's the next level of the test. So it has tracking, obedience, and protection. I have 3 weeks left, so I'm a bit nervous.
I understand. Well, I'm a dog lover and dog owner and dog whatever English I'm going to add to it. I know the angle you're coming from. So sometimes it's very tense when you're trying to have a target. So I thank you very much. Also, I just want the audience to get your dog. How old is your dog, and what's the name of your dog? What's the breed of your dog?
Okay, my dog's name is Kane. He's a Belgian. Kane, Kane.
Okay.
Yeah. He's a Belgian Malinois, Belgian Shepherd dog.
Okay.
I got him from the Netherlands. He was about 4 months old when I got him. Now he's about 2 years and 5 months.
Wow.
It's about 2 years and 5 months now.
That's very good. That's very good. That's very, very good. Very good. So now tell me, how does your dog react to strangers or other dogs? How do your dog interact with other dogs?
I always joke that my dog is stupid because there have been several. He's very big. He's about 33, 34 kilos. He's about 70 centimeters tall. For a Malinois, he's quite big, but he's not an aggressive dog. So with new people, he's very friendly. Every time I take him to the vet, he's always trying to kiss the doctor, kiss the nurses, lick the dogs, and all those kinds of things. So he's not an aggressive dog. If my dog bites you, you need to have done something really, really bad to him. He's very friendly. But recently, because we have a lot of street dogs where I live, and the street dogs are not so nice. So I think he's getting a bit more aloof towards street dogs. So, and it's so amazing that he can differentiate between a street dog and a regular dog.
Really?
So when I go to the clinic, take him to the clinic or I take him to a competition, he's friendly, he wants to play with the dogs. But when we are on the street at night and the street dogs are barking at him, then he stands his ground, his hair goes up and he wants to, defend himself. So I think he's a very balanced dog. he's not a dog that I'm afraid of in terms of biting people. He's very clear in the head, and I really like him for that.
That's very good to know. So for the audience to know, what kind of method of training do you give to your dog? What will you classify your dog training as?
I would call it balanced training. So in these present times, there is a push for only positive training. You know, there are some people that say, I don't want to correct my dog. I only want to give my dog positive experiences.
Yeah.
But I don't really believe in that method of training for several reasons. So if you look at nature, for example, when a mother gives birth to puppies, right? The puppies, they drink the milk, and at a certain point, when they are 5 or 6 weeks old, they start having sharp teeth. And you see that when they bite the nipples too hard, the mother is going to and bite.
Yes.
She might hit them. This is life. There's good, there's bad. So when they act good, they get to drink the milk. When they bite their mother too hard, she corrects them. So I think in dog training, this balance has to be there. When I'm training a dog, there is no place for correction. When you are teaching something, there is no place for correction because you are teaching. The dog does not know anything. So you are imparting knowledge into that dog. Your expectations should be as low as possible. So at the teaching phase, there is no correction. The dog makes a mistake, I help him. Then at some point, the dog gets more proficient. He knows what you want. When the dog does the thing correctly 10 out of 10 times, you know that, this dog knows what I want. When I say sit 10 times, he sits 10 times. The dog understands the word. Now, where corrections usually come in is when there is a competing motivator.
Yeah.
So when I'm in my house, nobody's around, no dog is around, I say sit, my dog sits, he's waiting for his food, he's happy. When I go to a new field, a female has peed on the floor, there's another dog in the distance, then my dog is looking around, smelling around.
Yeah.
When I say sit and he doesn't sit, then that is where there might be need for help. I say, hey, no, I said sit, you have to sit. Sit means sit. Whether we are in the room or we are on the moon or whatever, sit means sit. So then you also balance it. When you give a correction for bad behavior, when the dog does the right thing, good boy, praise him, make him feel like it's not the end of the world. Okay, I might have given you correction, but you have done the correct thing now. Party time. The dog will see that you are a fair and you don't have any ill intentions towards him. So for my training, one of the people that influenced me, like I mentioned, Diamond Hansel, one of the things I learned from him is rewards, a lot of rewards. So when a lot of people train, they wait towards the end of the session to give a reward. But for me, my dog is always waiting for a reward. I might train for 10 seconds, he gets a reward. 20 seconds gets a reward. 5 seconds gets a reward. So that good feeling, that emotion is always high. Even when I'm going for a competition, I still give him a lot of rewards. So the only time my dog will train without a reward is on the day of the competition. And that's why you will see that he doesn't look dull. He's not looking because that expectation is so high.
Yes.
He has 365 days of a year. He has been getting that, positive. So the day of the competition, even though he doesn't get it, he's still happy. He's still, giving you that 100%.
Yes. I like all these things you're saying, it's when you have little idea of what someone is saying, you have to agree. Of course, I agree with what you're saying. And also, we're gonna ask you just one more question before we go for. We want you to show the audience what your dog can do. What are the things your dog know? The training you have given it to it. Common training, maybe dance, sit, shake, whatever obedience. Like, I'm not going to give you any topic, but it's your dog. You know what your dog can do. So you will go and you have to set yourself up and maybe come back and let's continue. So maybe you have to bring your dog now. Yes, Ken. Yes, ready.
Okay, so Before I start training, I have a verbal signal, something I say to my dog, to let him know that we're about to start training. I'll do that now. Wanna work? Okay. Good. That. Okay. Okay. Super. Good. Good. Yeah. Okay. Super. Good job, buddy. Good job.
Good, good, good.
Good. Good. Yeah. Good. 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 Good job, buddy. Okay. Sit. Sit. Good. Good. Boy. Good job, buddy. Good job. Back. 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 Yes. Good job, buddy. Good job, buddy. Back. Relax. Relax. Good. 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 Okay, after that. Okay, so this is not really obedience, more like a bit of fitness training.
Yeah, yeah.
Good. 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 Then when I stand beside him, he has to follow me. Good.
Very good.
Good.
Very good. I like that.
Okay. Super. Good. Good. So that is, I hope that's enough.
Yes, yes. Well, that's enough. That's enough. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you, Kane, for the performance. We so enjoyed it. So we'll wait for you for the other.
Yeah. So usually when we're outdoors, we can do a lot more, but because we're in the house, I'm a bit limited in the kinds of exercise.
No, Mr. Toby, we are very grateful and we're very happy that you showed us a little bit of what you can do with your dog. Just a tip of the iceberg you just showed us. And also, we know you're going to come back to our show in the next season. And we're so happy to have you as one of our first guests on the show. And also, want to ask you one funny question. What is the funniest thing your dog has ever done, or fantastic thing that's ever done that surprised you?
I think I will have to think a lot. He surprises me all the time in training, because a lot of times we train in less than ideal situations. So for example, I teach my dog how to track. So tracking is basically I walk on the field and I walk in a pattern, I drop 3 objects on the track, and the dog must follow the footsteps exactly. So usually you do this when the weather is good, and all of that. But 2 days ago, I laid the track and then it started raining. And I was thinking, should I give up? Should I still try? And then I said, let me just try. And we went to the track in the rain. We were soaked. And I was saying, I wanted to see, will he be able to follow the scent? Because when it's raining, the rain can take some of the scent off the track. I was trying to see, and he fought really hard. He found all the articles. He showed like really good behavior, and I was like, wow, the thing that amazes me about him is that he always wants to please you, and he forgives easily. Sometimes you do something wrong, you are trying to communicate with him, but you're communicating wrongly, and then you have a misunderstanding, but he still wants to work for you. Like, okay, we made a mistake in that.
Yes, yes.
What do we do now? What do we do now? And if the training is bad the day before, the next day he doesn't keep malice. He doesn't like, oh, yesterday you shouted, or yesterday the training was bad, I'm not going to work. The next day it's just like, can we train? Can we train? So I think that's the most amazing thing about him. I really, it's something that a quality that I wish I had, the ability to just forge through bad situations and still keep a positive attitude.
So how does the dog, is your dog, will you categorize your dog as security conscious, or has a territorial manner?
To be honest, I think he will make a very bad security dog without training. With training, maybe, but without training, anytime I leave him in the car, I always look back and I'm always checking, because I don't trust him. I think he's a very easy dog to kill. If somebody goes in my car, he's probably going to lick them and tell them, this is where the key is. He's not like the dogs I had. When I was growing up, the dogs I had were aggressive. If you come near the house, they bite you. If you come near the car, but my dog, he sees anybody, he's like, good morning, how are you? How is everything? He's very, very friendly. The only time he barks is in the house, usually at night, when somebody walks past the house. But I'm sure that if that person comes into the house, he's not going to bite them. He's not afraid. He's not scared, but he just doesn't see anything as a threat. In fact, last week, he almost got bitten by a snake. We were walking, we were having our evening walk, and I just saw that he was sniffing something. And I looked down and he was trying to kiss a snake. That is my dog for you.
Oh, really?
No sense of danger at all. No sense of danger.
Really?
So you have to watch him 100% of the time, that he won't do something that will kill himself. When he was young, I remember one time I woke up in the night, he had eaten his dog bed, he was vomiting. He's a lovely dog, but you have to really watch him. And
really?
But he's too friendly. If you want to use him as a police dog or a protection dog, then he needs some training to make him feel like strangers are actually a threat. Because right now, he doesn't see anybody as a threat. He just, so friendly.
I'm so happy. You see, Toby, me talking to you, I'm overwhelmed with joy, because you are my mentor in the other side part of the world, because I watch your videos, I see how you do your things, especially when the dog is doing the side walk with you. I don't know what they call it, I can't remember. And heel, and some other stunts. Like, you see, Toby, I like your joy, your focus in this thing, and I hope one day, and I'm sure I will be the one to invite you to Canada to come and see how we do our own shows down here, because we're going to have a show very soon, and I want you to come to Canada to show them what you have, what your profession is like, how your height of education on this dog matter has gone so far. Also, before we let you go, so what will you say about your vets, your veterinary doctor? What will you say?
My vet is a lifesaver. We talk about training and how do you train and all of this. One thing I have learned is that without good health, you don't have anything. You say, oh, my dog is aggressive, my dog is intelligent, blah, blah, blah. But if you don't have good health, you cannot do anything. Good example, exactly one day after his birthday, in May, he had his birthday. I just took him for a swim, we were playing and all of that. And the next day, I just noticed he was not himself, because my dog is the kind of dog that if you raise up your head, just raise up your head, he will stand up and be like, where are we going? Where are we going? You understand? You cannot walk past my dog and he won't follow you. I mean, I cannot walk past him and he won't follow me. In fact, in the mornings, I have to put my phone on silent because once he starts hearing notifications, he will go to the staircase and say, Oga, take me out to.
Yes.
He's very conscious of me.
Yeah.
But after that birthday, I noticed I came downstairs. He didn't stand up. He was just looking at me. I said, this is not my dog. I have had this dog for 2 years. I know my dog. If I come downstairs and my dog does not stand up, there is something
is wrong. Yeah, there's something going on in the system.
So I said, let me just observe him for a little bit. After a few hours, I saw blood on the floor.
Wow.
So I had to rush down to the vet.
Oh my God.
To find out what was happening. I thought it was from his mouth. So I was afraid. I thought I had overplayed with him the previous day. I thought he was overheating or something. They said, no, his temperature is normal. I had to eventually found out that he had a problem with his immune system. His body was destroying platelets more than normal. So his platelet count was very low. So he has been on steroids since May. Till now, he's still on steroids, but he's much better now. And my vet has been so helpful, giving advice how to manage the situation. And, without a vet, I may not have a dog right now. So I cannot say anything negative about my vet. I actually wanted to be a veterinarian.
Yes.
Funny story. I wanted to be a veterinarian when I was younger. Since I was 5, when people ask me, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a veterinarian because I had this fear that something would happen in the world and I wouldn't have access to any vet. But if I was a vet myself, I'll give yourself.
Yeah.
So that's why I really wanted to be a vet. Like if something happened, if there was chaos in the world, some sort of economic meltdown, some sort of social meltdown, my dogs wouldn't have to suffer, But unfortunately, I came to Thailand and then I found out that they don't offer the course in English. That's why I had to change my course. But
okay. So what language do they speak in Thailand?
Sorry?
What language do they speak in Thailand? What do they speak?
They speak Thai in Thailand. They have their own Thai language, yes.
Okay. Okay, I'm so grateful for you to come on the show today. What will you tell your friends about this Dogaria's show? What will you say? What will you say about the show you're on now? What will you say? Do you like it?
I want to say for anybody who is in Nigeria and beyond, if you are in the dog industry, whether you are a trainer, a veterinarian, a supplier, dog food supplier, whatever, I think everybody should come and support this channel. We need an audience, This is a very good platform where people can share ideas, people can learn things, because we have a lot of people in Nigeria and beyond who want to learn. They want to know how to train their dogs. They want to know how to feed their dogs. They want to know what equipment to use and all of that. And I think that what you're doing now is a very good idea because you can reach a lot of people in one video, instead of talking to each person as an individual, replying.
Yeah.
This Zoom call, 1,000 people, 10,000, 100,000 people can watch it, and they get knowledge, and I also will be watching, and maybe, I don't know, next time you might invite a vet, you might invite some other person, and I want to learn, get something new. So everybody who can support, please support this channel.
So thank you very much, Mr. Toby. I'm sure you cannot just see how happy I am. My heart is bubbling with joy. And because of your specialty with you and your dog, my questions are trying to disappear from my head. But as at this point, I know you're a very busy man. I'm going to let you go. So I hope when we invite you next time, you're going to have more time for us and also come for the program. And I wish you the best of luck in life. And also, I wish your dog speedy recovery, and also is going to get back. So also the next show you guys are going to, I'm sure you guys are going to be the best in the show. And trust me, I'll be watching you from here, from Canada, so that I'll see how you guys are performing. Remember, I support you. I believe you, and thumbs up for you. So you guys have a beautiful day in Thailand on Thursday, while we are in Canada on Wednesday evening. So thank you very much, Mr. Toby. And Hello, Ken. Bye-bye, Ken. Hello, Ken. Hello. So
He's just waiting to go
go
outside now.
outside. I know, I know, I know, I know. So thank you very much, and God bless you, and we'll
Thank
talk
you so
another
much for the
time.
opportunity. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much. Bye-bye.
God bless.
Bye.